Hello everyone, welcome back to Yin Yang TK. I'm actually happy that I finally get a chance to see the new Pokemon trailer, right? The new Pokemon Scarlet and Violet trailer that was on earlier this year, a new one, not earlier, today I should say, not this year. So it's the October trailer that was just dropped off today, October 6th, 2022, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to see it for the first time. I didn't have any time whatsoever. I was so busy with work. So I do apologize for that. But we're going to go in, we're going to see it all the way through. And then afterwards, we're going to digest it and analyze it and then go to the Pokemon website and get actual detailed information of the new upcoming info that the Pokemon Generation 9 has. So let's dive in and let's just see what it has to offer, right? So let's play the intro, the
All right,
trailer.
everyone. It's almost time to begin your
So
journey
it's
through the Pokemon
Pokemon
Scarlet and Pokemon Violet
and
games. Are you
Scarlet
ready?
and Violet.
You'll get to catch Pokemon, raise them, and battle them as you embark on an adventure where the familiar charms of the Pokemon series evolve into a new experience.
So you're seeing like the new Generation 9, how to travel.
At an academy in the Paldea region.
Paldea region.
Take part in an independent study program called the Treasure Hunt.
Treasure
And
Hunt.
you'll search this vast world for a precious treasure of your very own. But hey, at this point,
Hey, look at the
you
Slowpoke.
probably knew all that already, right? Here's something we hope even you well-informed viewers
Psyduck,
will enjoy.
Magikarp.
A sneak peek at 4 particular trainers' journeys in Paldea.
So we're looking at the trainers' journeys right
let the
now.
adventures begin.
So kind of like the gameplay trailer.
This trainer is battling a Pokemon called Lechonk.
Lechonk.
Lechonk is a gourmand. It's proud of its nose, which it uses to sniff out delicious food.
Echoed voice. So it's doing a lot of what we're seeing from Pokemon Legend Arceus.
Oh, look! Quaxly terrestrialized.
Terrestrialize! So you can actually change your Pokemon's, image with that terrestrializing.
But all Pokemon can do it.
So every Pokemon can terrestrialize. Nice. So it can actually increase the potency of an attack, or it could also change the type of Pokemon that you have as well.
Over there? Is that a glowing Pokemon?
Glowing Pokemon. So I wonder if that is the terrestrialized Pokemon. Jigglypuff.
Better approach it slowly and start a battle.
All right, we're seeing it.
Whoa! It terrestrialized.
Terrestrialized.
Like Jigglypuff has the water type for its terra type.
So it has the water type. So remember, like, depending on the color of the terrestrialized on top of its head, that is going to be the type. So blue usually means water, right? Sometimes ice. And then also, you're going to get a little bit of their moveset as well. So that's going to give you an idea of what type you have to play against and how to defeat it in order to capture it.
Damage to a wild Terra Pokemon causes its terrestrialization to come undone.
Also, so it comes undone, and you can actually capture it. Nice. One, two. Nice. Oh, nice. It just only went a little bit.
Like this Jigglypuff, have a Terra type completely different from
the Terra type.
Any Pokemon is capable of having any.
So we're looking at some example. Look at Pikachu. It has like 6 different Terra types. It's wow. Did not see this coming.
What's this? Quaxly's out there in the world, charging straight toward that Litleo. Looks like Quaxly battled Litleo on its own and won.
So now you're seeing that the Pokemon, you don't even have to like play against them like the OG kind of way. Now you can actually put all of your Pokemon outside and they can battle it for you, but you have to make sure they have the necessary level.
It'll go pick it up, just like Quaxly.
Ah, and now you don't even have to pick up the items. Your Pokemon will pick them up for you. That's awesome.
Their all for their partner.
Interesting.
Next, the trainer opens
That's the map
to see where he wants to go. You can set a place as your destination.
Oh, so you can like put the marker there, like Pokemon Legend Arceus, to see where you want to go.
Pokemon Miraidon and get going.
Ah, the Miraidon.
It's a base belonging to Team Star.
Oh, Team Star.
Starfall Street, one of the 3 major stories that will make up your Paldean adventures, will unfold.
Hey, are you ready to challenge? Ring the bell. Bing.
Time to face Team Star.
Okay.
Our trainer rang the bell and barged into the base.
So now you gotta actually
That takes
battle
some
against
guts.
all of them?
But things look bad. There are lots of grunts around, and they keep sending out Pokemon.
Oh, so you can start like putting all of your
You'll need
Pokemon
to
out
use
there,
Let's
and you
Go
have to
to
actually
beat
be
Team Star's
30
Pokemon.
in the time limit. And then once you
There
do
we
it, I guess
go.
you can
All the
actually
grunts have
beat the
been
boss
defeated at
or
last.
confront the boss.
Oh wait,
We were gonna beat him.
is that some kind of tricked out car? It is.
That's a low
And
rider.
atop it is Mela, the boss of Team
Mela.
Star's fire crew.
Gotcha.
She's obviously tough.
So that's the
It's
so
easy to
the
see why she's the
star
boss.
Team Stars grunts, they have a leader
Time
and
for
they
this
have
trained-up
different
Pokemon
types of
battle.
leaders. So this is mostly
You'll
fire
have to
types
wait
that she
for your own
specializes. So you're
adventure to
probably
see
gonna
how a
see
battle like
other
this
types like
plays out.
fire,
Now, let's check in on
electric,
another trainer.
water,
How's her
grass,
adventure
rock,
going?
dragon.
Aha! She's using the TM machine at a Pokemon Center.
Ah, the TM machine.
The TM machine lets you make your own TMs.
You
Also
can
known as
make 'em?
technical machines, using
Huh.
materials Pokemon drop when you defeat or catch them.
Interesting. And I wonder how you can accumulate points in order to make
Now,
those.
where will she go next?
That's like the Pokemon
Seems to be a
Center.
desert-like area under a blazing sun.
Uh-huh.
Just looking at it
Desert
is enough
time.
to make you thirsty. Oh, her Rotom phone is ringing. Sounds like Arvin, her friend in
Uh-huh.
the next grade up, needs
Ah.
some help. To give Arvin a hand, the trainer's headed to a rock face where a Titan lurks.
Oh, the Titan. The
This is
Titan
one of the stops
Pokemon.
on the path of legend, a story where you'll seek out legendary herbs called
So
herbs.
these are like huge,
There
big,
it is,
bigger
a
Pokemon.
gigantic Titan Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
Time to battle.
Doesn't that remind you of Pokemon Legend Arceus?
Right off the bat, there's
Very,
Icy Wind,
very
the move
similar.
our trainer taught Drifloon earlier.
That's awesome.
Icy Wind lowered the Titan Clock's speed stat.
And then
Drifloon terrestrialized.
Terrestrialize to get more
This is
powerful
Terra
attacks.
a new move that changes type to match the user's Terra type when the user is terrestrialized. It ought to be handy for a Pokemon
Oh,
with
look
Terra
at
type
that.
different
It
from its
actually did a
regular
pretty
type.
good amount of
Looks like
damage.
Bluff suddenly got
And
sense
it ran away.
Wait, what's our trainer doing now of all times?
Link trade?
Looks like she's taking a little break from
So the link
adventuring to
trades are
trade
back.
Pokemon with a friend.
So you can get like
And
a
over here,
Pokemon that
her
you
trainer
haven't heard
has
of.
received Girafarig.
So Girafarig is one of them.
Seems like she
That's from the
immediately
Johto
added
region.
Girafarig to her team,
Gen
and she's gonna
2.
let it run around in the field and train up for some battles.
And then super effective, of course. And then Girafarig is evolving?
Oh,
It never had
could
an evolution
Girafarig be
before.
evolving?
And it's a
Hang on,
freaking
did
giraffe.
its tail become its head? Or is its head wearing
That
its
is...
tail? What an unexpected
That's
evolution.
awesome.
Seems like
And then the
Girafarig
Pokédex. You're
has
going to see a
evolved
lot of
into
different Pokemon.
Farigiraf. In the Paldea region's Pokédex, you can see photos of Pokemon as
That
well as
is
information
awesome.
about them, so you can get to know them even better.
It's almost
Let's
like
check out
wearing
the
like
town
a
of
little bit of
Artisan.
a sweater kind of
It
thing.
looks like one big park.
So now you
Now
have
that
the
trainer's Pokemon
gym.
have gotten stronger, it seems she's made her way to a gym. She's
Okay.
following Victory
But
Road,
first, I
the
remember
story
you
where
have
you'll
to
conquer
pass
all
a
8 gyms
test
to
or
achieve champion rank.
quiz,
In
whatever
moment,
it
the
is.
battle-loving trainer who will show you the ropes is all fired up. Before you can battle a
Sanflora
gym
hide
leader,
and
you'll
seek.
first have to pass the gym test at their
The gym test, yep.
Better get started right away.
And then once you
Alright,
pass it,
that's the gym test.
you can
passed.
actually start
Time to
doing the
gym
battle.
leader. Here comes
Using that
Grasseus,
whip.
the grass-type gym leader, with a striking entry.
Sudowoodo. That's not a grass type. But I guess with the Taro type, it'll become a grass type. And we did
Whoa,
discuss this in an earlier
Sudowoodo
video of
terrestrialized and
Pokemon.
became a grass type.
Yep, called it.
Are you gonna be
Rough
okay, Fido?
play.
How's our trainer gonna handle this one?
So I would do
Aha! She's gonna fight back by having her own Pokemon.
yeah, do a little bit of
terrestrialize.
Terrestrialize. What's the Taro type for this Pokemon? Flying?
Fido became a flying type.
Yeah, balloons
That
mean
should give
flying.
it an edge against this grass-type Sudowoodo.
Ah, very
No matter
good.
who or what you're up
So
against,
now you can
with
use
some
flying
smart
types
Terrestrialize,
against,
you'll have nothing to
you
fear.
know,
I
the
can't
grass
wait to
type. It
see how
shouldn't be that
battles will
bad.
unfold between between terrestrialized Pokemon.
Okay. What comes next?
This trainer's heading into a hair salon.
Oh, so
Nice
now you
inside.
can act. So just like past Pokemon games, you can
Wow, look at all these
actually
options. How are you supposed
go to a hair salon and change your hair color, your hairstyle,
I'm
your
kinda wanna try that
eyes,
hairstyle
everything.
too.
So you can customize
And now
like the
to
way you
complete
want
the
your
look.
character to be
Plenty
in
to
the
choose
Pokemon
from
game.
here, too.
Very
I feel
awesome.
like I could spend all day on this. And while you're trying out all
Ah,
sorts
the
of
camera
styles,
app. So
you
we
can whip
finally
out the
get
camera app and
selfies
go
in a
snap,
Pokemon
snap,
game.
snap. Looks like this trainer found the perfect
That's
style.
hilarious. And that
Take a
actually
good shot
comes from
and
like
snap.
Pokemon
Yeah,
Snap
they've
in a way,
updated
but
their
now you
profile
actually
picture.
see the trainer like taking the photo.
Looking back on photos you've taken of scenic vistas
So
or
you're
memorable
seeing
moments with
pretty
beloved
awesome
Pokemon,
photos
it's
right
just
there.
one more way to enjoy your adventure.
And what's
And now
next?
it's picnic time.
Picnic
with
time.
Pokemon.
Is this
When
like the
Pokemon
Sword and
wander
Shield
you
kind
for a
of thing
long
where you're like
journey,
making
a nice
something
scrub
and
and shower
camping?
gets 'em all clean.
You can actually give
Looks
your
like it
Pokemon a
feels nice
bath.
too.
Hmm.
Before having lunch, Pokemon can get out some energy by playing with a ball.
Oh, a
You
little
can
soccer
just tell
ball.
how much fun they're having.
Peek inside the basket.
Oh wow, could this be a Pokemon egg?
A Pokemon
Apparently,
egg?
eggs can sometimes be found during picnics.
Really? It just appeared out of nowhere? You
And
don't
now,
even
the
need
moment
two
we've
of the
been
same
waiting
Pokemon
for,
of different
sandwich
sexes
time.
or genders?
This
Wow,
trainer came prepared
interesting.
with plenty of ingredients they bought in town.
You got
It can be
lettuce,
tough
cherry
deciding which sandwich
tomatoes.
to make.
What are you gonna make?
This one may be a little overstuffed. It might not hold together.
Uh-oh. Careful now. Cucumbers. Do you put cucumbers in your sandwiches? I don't.
Just
Maybe
gotta put
sometimes,
that
but
on
not for
top
this
and
sandwich.
Finish it off with a pick.
A pig so everything sticks
Done.
together.
Let's see how it tastes.
I hope that Eevee pick is like available somewhere in the
Oh,
Pokemon Center.
looks like
That would
it's
be
a hit
awesome.
with everyone.
A tasty
Eating
Floridian
sandwiches can give you benefits, like making
original.
certain types of Pokemon easier to
Ooh.
catch, or
So
making
I
your
guess
Pokemon
depending
gain more
on the
experience points.
food that you
Time for a
make, that
group photo
actually
with these
increases
satisfied
different
Pokemon.
types of Pokemon
Where to
and
go
their
next?
stats.
Oh hey, looks like more of our trainer friends have shown up. All right, they're gonna take on a
Also,
Terra
the
Raid
trainer
battle.
friends are like the
Can
ones
these
that you
trainers
connect on the
work
Wi-Fi.
together to defeat the Terra Pokemon before time runs out?
Terra Raid battles. So almost exactly like when we did the gigantic Pokemon from Sword and Shield.
What kind of fight will the strong, sparkling Chansey put up?
So it's a ghost type. So you have to use psychic or bug type or even dark type moves in order for it to get weakened. But you have to defeat it entirely in order for you to capture it.
Band together and strike back.
Shadow Claw, super effective. Careful now. Oh! Fainted.
If your Pokemon gets knocked out in a Terra Raid battle, don't worry. It can recover and rejoin the fray.
Yeah, just,
Hang
you know,
in there,
be patient.
Sableye. Along with using
But
your
you have a
Pokemon's
time
move,
limit, though.
You also have the option to support your allies.
Cheering to give it a little bit of a power boost in order for you to capture the Pokemon.
Watch how the battle's going and decide how
Hang
well
on
you can
tight.
fight and work
You
with
can
your
do
fellow
it.
trainers. Almost there. Keep it up.
Heal up. Let's go. I like those very encouraging words. And then that last move, and just in time. So the bottom one, it kind of shows you like the time limit that you have. And now you can actually capture the Pokemon. Nice.
Join forces to win your battles, the bonds between friends
So different, like, you know, Pokeballs. But because it was a Terra type Pokemon, it's going to have that crystallization kind of animation, which is pretty cool.
Rare Terra type is now part of the team.
Okay.
So, what'd you think?
Pretty awesome feature so far.
These 4 trainers' journeys. Did you spot a glimmer of something that could become your personal treasure?
Everything looks awesome. I can't wait for this Pokemon game to finally come out later this year. It's going to come close. November, next month. We're going to have our Pokemon ready to go. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a fun streaming. I can't wait to play this for like the whole week of Black Friday. That's all I'm going to be playing. Pokemon. It's going to be awesome.
May they shine bright.
November 18, 2022. Nice. So like I said before, you know, everything looks amazing, and I think they're just putting more information for Pokemon trainers to get the hype. And I have to say, like, it is working because, this is a new way of playing Pokemon. It's more open world, like the open world that everybody wish that past Pokemon games were. Or maybe they could have remastered them in a way that could have been real world. There could be a possibility, maybe later on the line, that they might remake again, Pokemon Red, Pokemon Blue, Pokemon Yellow again, like the Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee kind of thing in a future console and have an open world. And maybe in further down the line, they might actually have a Pokemon game which has all the regions so far that have been showing up in the past anime. That would be probably one of the biggest, longest Pokemon games ever to be built, right? But so far, the only one that is the longest one to be completed are, the Pokemon Gold and Silver series, Soul Silver, Heart of Gold, because that Generation 2 game is the only Pokemon game to have two regions in a single game, right? Other Pokemon games haven't had that at all, and we're still talking about it, right? For me, I that is by far like the best, gen game so far out of all of them, in my opinion, right? So we're gonna go back and analyze a little bit of the trailer, and then go to the Pokemon website to get more information. So we're gonna go back and it's kind of telling you a little bit of
Pokemon Scarlet and
uh,
Pokemon Violet
Pokemon
games.
Scarlet,
Are
Pokemon
you ready?
Violet,
You'll get
like
to catch
the different
Pokemon,
types of way
raise them,
of
battle
traveling,
them
how to raise
as you
Pokemon, how to
embark on an
capture
adventure
them.
where the familiar charm is battling a
So it's
Pokemon.
showing you in a way how the mechanics is going to be for open world. So the first thing is,
Now let the
yourself,
adventures
you're walking
begin.
around, and the first thing that I noticed is when you're walking around, you
Viewers
notice
will
that there's
enjoy
actually
sneak
a
peek
little
at 4
circle
particular
on the
trainers'
bottom right hand
journeys in
corner. That's
Paldea.
actually your map right
Now
there.
let the adventure
So look at that. So it gives you like north and what direction you're going and what's in front of you. And then there's a
begin.
Pokemon there, and it has that exclamation point. That means that's always going to be a Pokemon battle. It always
This trainer
is.
is battling
Universal
a Pokemon
truths.
called Lechonk.
And then those are some of the types, water, normal, and flying type attacks that Quaxley has on level 15 against a level 17
Lechonk is a
Lechonk,
gourmand.
right?
It's proud of its nose.
So
Which
it's
it uses
using
to
that,
sniff
and
out
then when
delicious
you have a
food.
chance to crystallize, uh, you actually can use it terrestrialize on the left hand side.
Look, Quaxley terrestrialized.
Terrestrialize, there you go. And then you see the type that it has, and it's water because
Terrestrializing
it's
is a
blue, and
phenomenon
it's going to
unique
make
to the
its
Paldea region,
attacks
but
even more
also
powerful. So we know that already. And then
this
the next thing is how to spot a Terra type Pokemon in the wild, and that gives you your answer right there. You see
What's
that
that
it's
over there?
glowing, and
Is
that
that a
is going to
glowing
give your
Pokemon?
indication that's a Terra type
It
Pokemon.
seems to be a
So
Jigglypuff.
and the only way like you can
Any of
capture
the
it is to make sure that you weaken it as much as
dealing enough
possible.
damage to
So
a
when it gets into that red line, that's actually
wild
gonna
Terra
reform
Pokemon
back
causes
to its
its
normal state,
terrestrialization to
and then
come
you can
undone.
actually capture it. And once you capture it, it's gonna tell you what type of Terra type
Now,
uh
throw a Pokeball.
Pokemon it's gonna have. So it's capturing it,
Nice. A
and
wild Jigglypuff was
that's
caught.
gonna be your
Some
future
Pokemon,
Pokemon
like this
if you
Jigglypuff,
wish to
have a
choose it,
Terra type completely
right?
different from their regular.
So it tells you right there. Jigglypuff is normally a fairy type and normal Pokemon, but once you do the terrestrialize, Terra type thing, the Terra type is water, right?
Type.
So pretty awesome stuff.
One. That's because the trainer gave
And what's
Quaxley
really
the
cool
Let's Go
is that
command.
the Let's Go feature, kind of like Let's Go Eevee, Let's Go Pikachu, in a whole different level in which you can actually um, release all of your Pokemon at once in the wild, and they can battle for you without having you
Using
to
Let's
do
Go will
the
send
the
your
grunt
great
work like
Pokemon
it
out
was in
onto
the
the field to
past.
battle.
And you can pick up different items as well. So
track as you
pretty
go.
awesome right there.
Then we can hop atop the
And what's
legendary
really
Pokemon
awesome
Mirai.
too is it's kind of giving you a storyline where what do you see after if you want to choose to battle team star, and what you have to
And
do
get
is
going.
go to their
And
base,
what have we
and then
here?
you
It's
can
a base
challenge
belonging to
them,
Team Star, the
and you
school's
have to
rebel
press
base.
that little button right
Starfall
there.
Space, one of
So
the three major
the
stories that will
Sherdar
make up your Holiday
squad base.
adventures.
So you see that little button, like the red button that you're seeing right there. That's telling you like you got to press the button in order for you to accept the challenge right there,
Unfold in bases like
right?
this one.
So once you do that, you have to
Time
do
to
the
face
challenge,
Team
and it
Star.
says it right then
Trainer
and there. You
rang the
have a
bell and
time
barged
limit
into the base.
of how much,
That
how
takes
much.
some
So it
guts.
says 10 minutes. You have to defeat 30 Pokemon of the grunts all around. So if you have probably on the left, it says 3 Pokemon that you have. So you have a Jigglypuff, you have a Wiglet, and then you have that other Pokemon on the left. I think it'll be easier if you have 6 Pokemon just to get them all out of the way
Guts.
to make it
But things
easier
look
to
bad.
defeat. And then
Team
once you
Star's
defeat it,
fire crew.
you have a
Is that
chance to
all the grunts?
go to challenge the boss of that specific base, and then
And
the boss
defeat
of
it
that
at
base
last.
is the fire
Oh
type
wait,
specialist
is that
that's
some
on a
confused out
freaking
car?
low rider
It is.
customizable, you
And
know,
atop it is Mela,
it almost looks
the
like Pit
boss
My
of
Ride
Team
kind of thing,
Star's
right?
fire crew.
But these are type of
She's obviously
flashy
tough.
cars that are
It's easy
really
to see why
normal
she's a
in Tokyo,
boss.
Japan, and some other parts of Japan as well.
Time for these
So
trained
time to battle
Pokemon to
them.
battle.
Now, this is the thing that
You'll
I'm very
have to
curious
wait for
about
your
the
own
TMs.
adventure to see how a battle like this
How do you
plays
build
out.
them? That's the thing. It says you can
Now,
build them in
let's
the
check in
Pokemon
on
Center.
another trainer. How's her adventure going?
So this is a technical machine. So it's a TN machine. Wow, that's a tongue twister. It says, "What servers are you in need for today, trainer?" Right? It says, I want a TM made. I want to exchange materials for LP or never mind." So
Aha! She's using
it's showing you examples of you can make your own technical machines, the attacks. So it gives you like what's craftable or what you need in certain aspects. So league points, right? So it's saying that maybe you have to like defeat the Pokemon League, and it tells you like this is like a fairy type move, this is a ground type move, this is a normal type move, fire type move, electric, ice, fighting, bug, psychic. So on the top left hand corner of each of those squares, it tells you exactly what type of move you want to get. So it tells you right here, the person that is selecting that this is fire,
the
thunder
TM
fang,
machine
aerial
in a Pokemon
ace,
Center.
icy wind, and then
The
you
TM
can make it right there. It tells you that you have enough materials to make that
machine
type
lets
of
you make
move,
your
right?
own TMs, also
And
known
then the
as
next
technical
thing
machines.
is when you go against the Titan Pokemon right there. So
This is one of
that's
the stops on the path of
exactly
legend,
like
a
Pokemon
story
Legend
where you'll seek out
Arceus, in
legendary
which
herbs called
you were
Urban Nectar.
battling against the noble Pokemon
There
in
it
a
is,
way,
a gigantic
right?
Titan
But now you're
Pokemon.
not like
Time
a
to
trainer
battle.
battling itself. Now you're actually using your own Pokemon
Right off the
to,
bat, there's
battle
Icy
it.
Wind.
And
Move
if
our
you
trainer Octafloon.
terrestrialize,
Icy
you'll
Wind
be able
lured the
to,
Titan
defeat it much more
added
simple.
Girafarig to her team, and she's
So
gonna
the
let it
giraffe,
run
and
around
then
in the field
let's
and
not
train
forget about the link
flat.
trade, right?
It ought to be handy for a
So
Pokemon with a Terra
the
type
link
different
trade
from its
is
regular
back
type.
in this
Looks like
game, in
Glock
which you
suddenly got
can
somewhere
switch
else to be.
Pokemon
Great.
into
What's our
anyone in
trainer
the
doing
world, but
now
you
of all
don't know what
times?
Pokemon you're gonna get at the end, right?
Looks
So
like
it's
she's
gonna
taking
be
a
a
little break from
surprise.
adventuring to trade
So I would
Pokemon
say
with a friend.
capture a bunch of like
And
normal
over
Pokemon,
here,
and
your
maybe you'll
trade
be
partner has
lucky and
received
get something really
Girafarig.
cool. The
Seems like she
Girafarig
immediately
evolution
added
kind of caught me off
Girafarig to her
guard,
team, and
because
she's gonna
if
let it run
in
around in the
Pokemon
field
Johto,
and
it
train
doesn't have an
some
evolution.
battles.
It's just one of those types of Pokemon that just don't evolve or don't have a pre-evolved evolution. But now it's evolving, and look how it looks different.
Could Girafarig be evolving? Hang on. Did its tail become its head?
Had the tail
Or is
become its head.
wearing its tail? What an unexpected evolution.
And then look at the Pokedex. So it's telling you for Farafarig or for Farigaraf. I can't even say it. Farigaraf. So it's like a giraffe, okay? Toxel, Girafarig, Umbreon, Eevee. So it's giving you some
Seems like
examples of,
Girafarig has evolved into
Pokemon that are going to be
Farigiraf.
in the
In the
Pokemon as
Paldea
well,
region's Pokedex, you can
right?
see photos of
And now we go
story
to
where you will
the
conquer all
Pokemon Gym, in which in the earlier trailers we already saw that you have to pass a gym test in order for you to basically battle the Pokemon Gym. So it's not going to be like before where you have to battle, the Pokemon Gym trainers that are around before battling the actual gym leader. So we'll see if that is still the case. But so far, what I'm seeing and what I'm analyzing is that you do the test first, and then you'll have the right to fight the Pokemon gym leader, right? So that's going to be pretty awesome. And remember, the Pokemon gym leader can use Terra type Pokemons as well. So you have to make sure that you make a plan right there. The other thing is the hair salon. So you could actually customize the hairstyle, your eyes, the hair color, just make the trainer in the likeliness that you like, either towards you or maybe something that you wish you had that hairstyle, right? So I think it's going to be really fun. And now it actually has a selfie feature. It kind of reminds me of like the Kingdom Hearts thing, like when he had the little gummy phone. It's funny. I wish they had this in Pokemon Snap. I feel like they should have had that as well. So maybe they got an idea from there. So it's showing you like how to, take some photos. So it gives you like the smile, the eyes, the camera, or if you want to record, or if you want to reverse it. So the Y is basically to, make the selfie, and then everything else. And then if you see on the A, hide guide, the filters, rotate the camera, reset the camera, point the camera, and back. Just like what you would see in a smartphone, right? Which is funny. It's in a Pokemon phone. And then on the picnic, you can actually give your Pokemon a bath. I wonder if that applies to rock type Pokemon, because rock type Pokemon, it's not going to be good. It's not going to be good because they don't like water. I think you have to give them like a sand bath or a mud bath, something like similar. And they get to play a little bit of soccer, like a little soccer ball to kick around. And then you can make an actual sandwich and food, which is freaking awesome. So it's just exactly like Pokemon Sword and Shield, like just almost exactly close to, to that moment right there. So it's just making you like a sandwich, and then you get to put that little Eevee pick. I hope that Eevee pick, like I said, is available in the Pokemon Center or somewhere, because that is really cool to have just for like having a Pokemon theme lunch or dinner. It'd be pretty cool. Right. And depending on the food that you make, that actually helps your Pokemon grow in certain types and also stats as well. And then we have like the raid battles as well. So exactly like Sword and Shield, when they had the gigantism of those Pokemon, you have to work together in order for you to take them down, and you have a time limit. So once that time limit is over and you haven't defeated, you lost that chance. But if you are able to work as a team and defeat it as soon as possible, you'll be able to capture that Pokemon once the HP is over. So once you defeat it, you automatically capture it. It's no problem right there. So pretty awesome right there. So what can I say? What can I say about Pokemon? Really, really cool right there. So again, pretty awesome to see. So now we're gonna go to see the actual website to get more information of the Pokemon. So let's get out of here, and then we're gonna get into the actual Pokemon website and see what else they have in store. And it gives you a little bit more detail. So let's go back here. So we're talking about Diving in Wiglet, the Garden Eel Pokemon. So it's like a Diglett, but it's a completely different species of Pokemon. Wiglet pokes part of its body out of the sand to feed in the ocean. So if you want to see it, the Wiglet right here, just to give you an idea how it looks like, this is what a Wiglet is. So you know what a Diglett is. It's like the Diglett-dee. So that's a Diglett, right? And then this comes from the ocean, and that's a Wiglet right there. Not a Diglett. Looks exactly like it, but it's completely different. You can see like the side-by-side comparison right there, right? So if you notice right there, you see the Diglett on the left and the Wiglet on the right. Diglett is on the sand or on the ground. The Wiglet is basically right next to the ocean. And then they basically move around. They wiggle. That's probably why they call it the Wiglet right there. Pretty funny right there. So again, that's what we're seeing right there. Now let's jump into the Paladian Journey. It says, take a peek of some of the adventures you'll find throughout the open world of Paldea, right? So I think it's just the same video that we saw, right? Let's go in it. Make a perfect profile. The profile app is where you see what you have achieved during your adventure, such as how many badges you have gathered, how far along you are with completing the Pokédex, even the number of sandwich recipes you discovered. It also shows the Pokemon you currently travel with, and you can set a profile using just a right combination of outfits, hairstyles, poses, and filters as well. Try making a profile that's uniquely you. Exactly. So, do it as you want to do. By selecting the hide info from your adventures record, you can view your profile photo in its entirety. Pretty awesome. And it says, introducing the TM machine, and a handy device that can make TMs. A technical machine, or a TM for short, is a tool that allows Pokemon to learn new moves. Pretty obvious. In these titles, there is a piece of equipment installed in every Pokemon Center called a TM machine, which allows trainers to make their own TMs, right? The TMs can be made by using League Points, LP for short, and materials dropped by wild Pokemon after the battle. LP can be obtained as you advance the story or by trading in materials from Pokemon. Find moves you want your Pokemon to learn at the TM machine and try making a TM. The selection of the TMs available for you to make grows as you continue your adventure. A single TM can be only used once, but if you have enough LP and the right materials from Pokemon, you can make as many as you like using the TM machine. Think carefully of what moves you want to have your Pokemon learn to expand your strategic arsenal. So this gives you kind of like a snapshot of what we're talking about. Like, these are the TMs that, depending on what you're selecting, like the Psychic Rest, these Pokemon can learn it, but they can't learn everything. So on the top left-hand corner, it tells you the type of move it has. So this is Ice, Fighting, Bug, Psychic, Fairy, Steel, Flying, Psychic, and I believe this is Steel. I think it is, or maybe normal, I would say. I think it's normal. And even on the top, it tells you like the different types as well. So I would say this could be normal, fire, water, electric. I think this is rock. This is maybe ground, fighting, poison, and then so on as well. So we're gonna learn more and more about that. And yeah, I think it just tells you everything that you need to know so far from the Pokemon. And let's see the Pokemon itself. So the list of Pokemon just keeps growing and growing. So we learned a little bit about some of these Pokemon. So we said Faraffareg, a Farat, for I have to say a giraffe, and it's a Farigiraf. So a Farigiraf is a living in the Paldea region, which will evolve into this Pokemon. The Girafarig living in the Paldea region will evolve into this Pokemon. Oh. So category, long neck Pokemon, type normal and psychic, height 10 feet 6 inches, and then the ability cut, chew, or armor tail. So it tells you like the head of its main body and the head of its tail combined, right? It's the result of evolution. The head of the tail is equipped for both offense and defense, right? And the cut, chew ability. So the ability of cut, chew is the ability of appearing for the first time in these titles. When a Pokemon with the ability eats a berry, it will eat it one more time at the end of the next turn. And then the new ability, Armor Tail. So the Armor Tail is another new ability appearing for the first time. It makes the opposing Pokemon unable to use priority moves. Oh, pretty awesome right there. So if you want to get a Furry this is it. And then the Fido and all that stuff. So those are so far like the new ones. And then Wiglet, let's see what type it is. It says a Wiglet's resemblance to a Diglett might be a mere coincidence, a result of its adaptation to its environment, and it's a water type, of course. And then its ability gooey or rattled. So pretty interesting right there. So that's basically it. I think we don't have anything else to talk about besides that you have just to rewind, it just talked about a lot of what we were learning about exactly of what this new generation 9 was going to be, and it tells you how the battle system is going to be, how you're able to have the let's go feature to battle your Pokemon all over the place, how easy Pokemon battles are going to be, especially when you have to take on so many Pokemon and trainers all at the same time. Then it talks about the Terra type Pokemon, how to capture those types, then how to fight a gym leader. You have to pass the test, the link trades, the TM machine, how to make those, and then the selfie, the hairstyle, and just everything else that was included. So I'm excited about it. I'm very, very excited about everything. So I'm very, very excited for this. So I hope you guys are excited about it. I'm very, just happy that that this is finally going to come in November. And I just have a couple of comments that I just got right now. Sorry for the delay. It says, "How are you tonight?" And then it says, "I'm so excited for the Pokemon Violet." I am excited too, man. And then I got to see a rare Pokemon. It's Gora. Catch him. He's level 99. That's awesome. That's awesome. Love it. Love the enthusiasm right there. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm totally excited about all of this Pokemon talk right here, and I can't wait to see more and more of this. And the more I see it, the more I'm astonished of how creative the Pokemon writing team is. And I know there's been a little bit of scrutiny and some people just being very judgmental on the animators and stuff. And I think they're just working the best way they can on animation and also on video games as well. So I'm looking forward to playing Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. I'm probably gonna end up with Pokemon Violet because my wife and I bought the double pack, so it has both Scarlet and Violet. I think she chose the Scarlet version, and I'm gonna get the Violet version. So hopefully I can get that early as possible, so I can start playing it as early as possible. So I think the best time that I'll probably play it is during the Thanksgiving weekend or the whole entire week of Thanksgiving, which I would probably be off, and I'll be having much more free time to play live. So I cannot wait for that. But what about you guys? What did you think about the new Pokemon that you're seeing right now? Was there any Pokemon that you saw that you liked, that maybe kind of said, "Hey, that's the Pokemon that I want to capture right when I start this journey"? So the Girafarig maybe could be one of those Pokemon, because I just want to see that evolution, maybe complete the Pokedex, right? And we're never going to get a national Pokedex in these new games, are we? It's just going to be impossible because we're talking over 900 Pokemon so far. So it's going to be tough, guys. It's going to be tough. But hopefully one day, our dream will come true that we're going to have a national Pokedex for a specific game. But overall, you can't complain. You can't complain about, all of these Pokemon games that are coming up. And I cannot wait to see more legendaries and also the add-ons, the DLCs that we're going to see for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. And are we going to even see cameos of past Pokemon trainers that we've seen in older versions? That's yet to be seen, but I think they might be working on that. So I think Pokemon Scarlet and Violet is going to be the must-have game on the holiday season. Especially, it's getting so close to Thanksgiving and then very close to Christmas as well. So I hope that you guys are just as excited as I am. So again, I hope you guys, enjoyed, and my reaction, my analysis, my take, and then getting into the depth of what Pokemon is. And again, if you do like the content that I am making, please go to my YouTube channel, Yin Yang TK. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, hit that notification so you know when future videos are available regarding Pokemon and any type of Pokemon updates, especially with the anime and the video games as well. And I do talk about other animes and other video games that are coming from Japan that are being translated or serialized here in the United States. So I'm always talking about different type of games, and it doesn't even have to be about games that are coming out soon. I even talk about old games as well. So there's so much to look at Yin Yang TK on my YouTube channel. You can talk about like old school games, up and coming games, some nostalgia games, and it goes the same with anime and mangas as well. So I'm always happy for you guys to join in the fun on Yin Yang TK, and also follow me on Twitch as well. I'm trying to get on Twitch as soon as possible, but I'm trying to fix some of the camera issues and audio issues because of lag. I don't want any lag, but I have to update my my computer, but it's going to take a while. So I hope you guys are thank you for being patient for that, but I'll do my best to do some streams in YouTube because it doesn't take that much of a beating for my laptop, because I have a very old laptop, as you can clearly probably already guess. So again, going back to Pokemon, so far the three things that I see from this is pretty good on the Terra type battles, the Let's Go feature that actually allows you to go open world and release all the Pokemon, and then the last but final thing is it's going to be a new way to play Pokemon, and you get to choose the adventure that you want to choose, however you want to start it. You could start it by battling gyms, you can go by exploring the Terra type battles, you can go to the Titan Pokemon, or you can actually also battle Team Star as well. The choice is yours, right? I'm still thinking of how I want to start the Pokemon journey for this one, so I will think about it. How about you guys? How are you going to start the Pokemon journeys once you get this game? Are you going to get this game? Again, write your comments in the comment section below on this YouTube video, and also I welcome any type of feedback as well. So again, guys, thank you so much for your for your curiosity, for your curiosity, for your presence, for your questions. And again, I want to thank all of you guys that were commenting from Twitch and also on YouTube in this video as well. So again, guys, thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I cannot wait for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet to finally arrive here in the States and everywhere else in the world, because Pokemon will still continue to be one of my top best video games of all time, and I've been playing Pokemon ever since Pokemon Red and Pokemon Blue came out in the 90s. All right, and I've had every single Pokemon game since then on the generation. So again, guys, have a good night, stay awesome, and I'll see you real soon. All right, peace out.